hole that he was mentioning. So you start to move the energy back and forth, generate the movement and the flow. Your field starts to expand exactly like this looks like, to align and help you to manifest, create, feel, and heal.
I'm an engineer by career, so I saw these shapes and form and uses of geometry in a lot of materials or subjects that wasn't very helpful to me in that moment, but now realizing that everything is everywhere within me and in the whole universe within itself, takes a little sense.
Like a game, like a playful game for my mind, and I love it.
I'm very happy to understand why I feel in this way, in this life, in this moment.
I think it's a nice way to start looking at life like in a different way.
I'm really touched. I understood.
We see it from outside and we know the shapes and forms, and it's wow, it's too complicated. And then when you go down to the very essence of it, it's very simple. It gave some sort of peace to my soul.
For me, it was the idea that there's an order in everything. You are the dot, and that will expand naturally, organically. Sometimes I want to understand the flower of life, but wait, go to the dot. Start with the dot.
I found a kind of like a bridge between the analytical part or the theoretical part of the geometry and the energy that I can connect to more. And I feel like I can see the bridge now. And now I want to walk on this bridge and know more.
They like going back to the atom and to the person and to the universe and how we are all connected, all things, and then my mind is just blown at that point.
I feel like I'm looking at something that I have known somewhat and been introduced in many different ways, but almost like looking from a different perspective. It's like, oh, never saw it from that way. I could feel this, this whole shape. I was at the center and then seeing it all around me, and that made a really big difference to kind of put it all together.
I learned how to create with sacred geometry.
This kind of gave it more perspective, and it got me really curious on how magnetism really works, because I've seen the results, but I don't know, what's underneath, what happens when I work with people.
I see a dream come true. This beautiful community that decided to be kids again, be playful. And I think that's the right way to approach it, so we can actually put it into congruent action in our lives.
It's very strange what happened. Me, when I'm surprised, I feel like a child.
You can spend years and years accumulating knowledge, but it's only when we begin to share knowledge that we reap the real benefits. And so thank you very much for allowing us to have this opportunity to share.
We've been accumulating a lot of knowledge over the last 9 years, and now we're like, yes, we want to share with the world the whole outline of what we mean. What is this geometric universe, and how do we approach this? What it is about? It's about a creative learning. It's about being a child, not to be afraid of these mathematical concepts of the science, because it's actually not that complicated once you see it in your hand, So we try to make it even accessible to children.
Actually, what it is technology, and it's related to your body, it's related to your joints, it's related to how we learn. And moving space is actually very related to what we understand as magic. Magic, we do it organized in space. The fractal geometric map, and you can explore it just by simply playing with it. And that's very important because it's telling you something big. The universe is manifesting.